A question commonly asked by freshers intending to get into a sales job is the earning potential. Curious guys would ask, agreed, I get to meet new people, travel to different locations, get to stay away from a desk job. Job is exotic, and no doubt there's never a dull moment. But what's in it for me financially? The obvious answer is, compared to salaries and perks of peers in other jobs, sales jobs start with a positive variance of at least 10%. Within 5 years, a good sales guy takes home at least 50% more. Then there are the perks that go with a sales job. During this period, when it comes to hierarchy, he or she invariably gets positioned one level higher than peers from other jobs. This is the industry average. The sixth year onwards, growth and remuneration takes an exponential curve, and so does the hierarchy levels. I'll narrate a true motivating story to prove my point. A few days back, I met my friend and neighbor Rajkumar in the gym. He heads the sales and distribution operations of a large multinational company. Raj said he'd be leaving for Mangalore the next day. I knew there was only one direct flight, Chennai to Mangalore, which departed in the afternoon. So I asked him, tomorrow's noon flight? He said no, by night train. This was something unusual because it was a long haul by train, reaching Bangalore by noon. He was one of those characters who always preferred to fly. His was a small family of wife and a daughter. Whether a private trip with his family or an official one, he preferred to fly. So I looked at him in askance. He said something very interesting. He was joining his old school friends for a trip to Mookambigai near Mangalore, a gang of 6 guys. It was a nostalgic trip to the temple town. As little kids, when they were all in Madurai, in the railway colony, he and his friends were taken by the parents to Mookambigai for a ritual known as Akshaya Arambam, meaning learning to write. This was the 50th anniversary. So I asked him, you traveled 50 years back by train, why are you trying to replicate that? He said, oh no. Then he explained. He said, Basbai, God has been kind to me. The same cannot be said of my friends. I stay in an upmarket apartment with all the facilities like a swimming pool, gym, clubhouse, landscape, garden and whatnot. I have a company-owned SUV. But my friends, except for one who's a chartered accountant, the rest are all in ordinary jobs. Some don't even own a car and can't afford to fly. So I decided to join them by train. He continued, after passing out of college from Madurai, 2 of the guys came down to Chennai and found jobs immediately. The rest of us followed one by one. I was the last to find a job as I was looking out for a sales job. All my friends discouraged me from joining sales. They said, you must be crazy to take a sales job. It's quite risky, man. But I didn't relent. I was happy with my sales job. 2 years later, I was transferred to Coimbatore. Again, my friends were at it. Look, you'll get frequent transfers. But I knew taking a transfer would add value to my resume. In fact, I'd actually volunteered when I knew there was an opening. Another 3 years, and there was an opening in Cochin for the post of assistant manager. I was the first to be asked by my boss about this opening. I grabbed it. That proved to be a big break, and after that, there's no looking back. Today, Raj heads the operations of the southern region of his company. His old friends are on to non-descriptive desk jobs with ordinary earnings. Raj is what one might call a high net worth individual. At times, his friends ask him about his remuneration, but he just smiles and says, never ask a lady her age and a man his salary. Raj must be earning nearly tenfold of what his college friends earn.
Subscribe our YouTube channel R4 Consulting, your consulting partner. Visit our website www.r4consultingindia.com.